Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Another beautiful day here in Florida. You can see the camera's actually fogging up, but yeah, it's gonna rain. Look, I just of course got home. It's been raining. You can see that the ground is wet. There's little Snuggie Smalls, sweet little boy. But yeah, we've definitely been experiencing the rain. This is the rainy season. There's Miss Luna. She does not like the thunder or the rain. So she does not like the rain or the thunder, so we'll be heading in soon. So this is really gonna be a short video, but I came home and at lunchtime, little Pumpkin, man, you know, she's just a little trashy dog. And I love her. What are you gonna do though? You know, dogs are dogs. You can't get mad about it. I just have to take care of it. But look what she's done. She dug a stinking hole over here by the pomegranate. So obviously it's raining. You can see the difference in the dirt. I don't know what she was trying to get to, but I didn't see anything that would be like of interest. So, you know, sometimes with pets they'll find like little turtles or weird things and they'll try to go after them, but that's definitely not what's happening. She's just being a little trashy dog that she is, and I love her for it. But so I gotta clean that up before this storm really starts to kick in for us. So like I said, it's gonna be a really short video. You can see that the ladder has been up. I have been up at lunchtime when I come home. I have been picking the butterfly pea flower. Like I said, with all this rain, we have really been seeing this plant just look beautiful and put out these beautiful flowers. I'm not gonna pick them now because if I did, they'll be too damp and it'll take them much longer to dry out. So usually when I come home, what's happening these days with the rains, because we've been getting these like afternoon rains, is I have been just I come home at lunch and I pick all the flowers, and then usually by the time I get home from work, like I said, that rain has really been kicking in. And as you all know, when that happens, like here in Florida, you don't want to be outside when it's raining because or thundering, because that can get you in trouble here. So you can see that line of rain. So we're gonna do our best to just stay careful, be careful, and not get ourselves in any craziness. But I want to show you guys, I've got 2 passion fruit that have just come up on their own, and so I need to dig those up. Hopefully this weekend, that's going to be on the agenda, is getting these out and transplanting them. You can see the sweet potatoes, they're still kicking, doing really good. So we are, hopefully when it dries out a little bit, I want to pull them. I don't really want to pull them when it's wet. That's not the best time to be pulling those plants, as you guys know. But the beautiful tomatoes, they are starting to kick back in. The rain has really kind of helped them out a lot, and as you can see, the sweet potatoes have just taken over right there. And then I've got pups coming back on my bananas, and that's pretty common during rainy season. That's when we're getting like all this rain. Like sweet potatoes, definitely they've taken over this bed for sure, so I am grateful for that. And I have been every day picking the key limes, because the key limes just keep falling to the ground because I just don't get out here in time to get them. But it's been a prolific year for our key limes. Yeah, you can see, look, we have more on the ground. Like here's one. And really any of them that are starting to turn yellow, I will go ahead and get, if I have the room, but I don't because my hands are full with these, but because I don't want these sitting on the ground for very long. But there you go, just like that, we've gotten 4 more key limes. And like I said, you can see some that are yellow here. When the storm lets up, I will come back out here and pick more. I've already gotten over 100 of these fruit, so that has been a blessing for us for sure. We planted, which you guys won't see yet, but I've been over here in this bed and I started planting some more okra. I want to get some more okra growing. Like this one's actually pretty much ready. I probably just need to go ahead and pick that now. Yeah, that one just snapped right off. And then I've got one over here, so we're just gonna go ahead and get that one. You don't want okra to go too long, because what will end up happening is they will get really woody and nasty and you can't consume them. So every day I've just been getting a couple, but I've planted some more out here just so that we have them growing and hopefully producing more in the future, because my nephews, they absolutely loved pickled okra the last time I did it, because I had so many okra that came up. So I pickled a bunch, and I'd really like to go back to doing some more pickling. As you can see, we've got another line of storms over there in the corner coming our way. So it looks like we've got storms coming from both directions, and we really need to be careful with this kind of weather for sure. I wanted to show you guys that we are absolutely having some success on our little planting, so let's go check out our little pods and see what's happening. All right, so as you can see here, these are getting kind of a little bit on the lanky side. Unfortunately, I've been having to bring them in just because the weather has been really damaging to them and kind of beating them down. This was our kale and spinach, and I believe that we put a couple of cabbages in here, so I'm hoping that they'll start to take off. And then back here you can see it looks like our spaghetti squash is coming up, and then I can see little basils coming up for sure. That's a little lettuce. That's the Merlot lettuce. So that's starting to just pipe up, and it just makes me excited. Oh yeah, there's a spaghetti squash coming up, so I'm really excited. There's another little basil leaf. So this is really an awesome time of year for you know, everybody to start getting and thinking ahead of the game on what they want to get planted for the upcoming like fall season, so to speak. I have some krill crowders that I'm also going to be planting in that back bed where my sweet potato vines are. So this weekend, that is part of my goal. I'm going to be out there and get those krill crowders in. Don't forget about that, friends, because see, there's less like pest pressure during our fall months, and I always like to do some krill crowders or some, you know, black-eyed peas during the month of like November when we're having our Thanksgiving, because I've told you guys, everybody comes to my house for Thanksgiving, and I really like to try to do a lot from the garden, or as much as I can. And that's why I've been collecting like the blue butterfly pea, because I make teas with that, and it's always nice to have that freshness at the holidays. And I wanted to mention to you guys is that I've also noticed there's kind of been a nice little change in the weather, and so my little sticks come out, which has made it cooler. So that has been actually a relief and just really nice to kind of have, you know, for it makes it really feel like football season's about to kick in, and it just makes it nice. Like, it just gets me really excited about growing and having stuff in the garden. So I hope everybody is out there just having a blessed day, a blessed week, and you know, just keep your head up, friends. We are gonna get through whatever is coming. I know a lot of people have been really on edge, and this has kind of been going on for a little while. It's like we're waiting for the shoe to drop off the other foot, so to speak. And you know, with the rounding up of the homeless and you know, just a lot of change going on in the world, I just think people are kind of waking up to this and saying, hey, what's happening? You know, pros and cons to some degree on both sides. Like, we want people to get mental health help if that's what they need, but we want it to be in a safe fashion, and we want people to be taken care of, and we don't want anybody to be in distress. And you know, we just want things to be smooth and nice, but it's not always like that. So you know, it is what it is for now, friends. The best we can do is take care of ourselves and plan the best we can for our future. And like I said, sometimes we're growing not just for ourselves, but we're growing for others. So I just want to encourage you guys for that today. And then I saw posted today on we're associated with the Ring, and then I saw like they were just like blasting, and I've been getting it on Facebook too, is that our local shelters are in much need of, you know, support and love. We've got so many pets that are being turned in, and so I just, if you all can adopt or donate time or money to your local shelter, please do so, or just go there and volunteer. Any little bit absolutely helps, and I'm 100% for that. I want our animals to be safe and well as much as, you know, anybody. You guys know I have my pets. I love my pets. We have, you know, my mom's been looking for a little dog. She has Toby, but it would be nice to have like another little dog because, you know, Toby could use a little friend. And so, you know, we've been kind of keeping our eye out at the shelters for, you know, something like that. But, you know, I just want to encourage you guys to be taking care of your pets and to the best of your ability. And if you can't, maybe you can donate your time. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that today. Remember, pets are also really good for a therapeutic component because pets help to alleviate stress. And Miss Tiffany, who's sweet little thing coming in the door. Oh, there's Dirt Dog, as I call her. Pumpkin the Dirt Dog. She's sweet as an angel, but you know. That's why I have my big girls. My big girls came from the local shelter, and so they are an amazing two beautiful girls, and I love them deeply. And so if you are able to just donate your time, just let this be encouragement, and know that it is really helpful. So if you're looking for something to do, or you know, even if you can just go there for a little bit and spend time, I know our local shelter has like a cat room, and you can go in there and spend time with the cats, and so every little bit helps. You know, my videos, I really hope, are encouraging to you all and just bring a sense of normalcy into your life. And just know that, like, you're not the only one who's seeing stuff that's going on in the world, and that we can make a difference, even if it's one pet at a time. So friends, I know this video is short, but I want to get in before that storm's gonna hit us. And but I want you to know that you're on my heart. I'm always praying for you all. Thank you for spending time with me and for being a part of this channel. While it's not always glorious and just rows and rows of food, it is encouragement, and I hope that you guys are getting that from these videos. All right, friends, until next time, love one another, be kind, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video.